Tyler, is this really what you pulled me in here to do today?
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be awesome. Action.
Hey everyone, my name is Bailey. I'm a game design engineer at Vex Robotics, and today we're going to take a tour around the field for the 2024-2025 Vex V5 robotics competition game, High Stakes. Before we start, the rules for High Stakes are always subject to change with updates happening throughout the season. This video was filmed using Game Manual version 0.1. As the season progresses, the latest version of the game manual always takes precedence over any supplementary documentation like this video. With that out of the way, let's get started. Just like every other V5 robotics competition game, High Stakes is played on a 12-foot by 12-foot field of foam tiles surrounded by a walled perimeter. This field is also used for the VexU robotics competition and the Vex AI robotics competition. The scoring element for High Stakes is a 7-inch diameter torus ring. There are 48 rings on the field, 24 of each color, red and blue. There are a few different starting layouts for the rings depending on what style of match you are playing and at what level. V5, VexU, Vex AI. You can check out all of the layouts for High Stakes in the Appendix A of the game manual. The rings are textured and have a debossed Vex logo. If you still have the old Roundup rings laying around, the easiest way to tell the two apart is the Vex logo. Old rings have raised letters, new rings have letters sunk into the part. Only new rings with letters sunk in should be used in high stakes matches.
No.
Rings are scored on stakes, like this one at the top of the ladder, mobile goals around the field, or wall stakes attached to the field perimeter. The mobile goal features a 10-inch hexagonal base with a stake that is 14.5 inches tall. The bottom of the goal has a bowl shape, creating some intentional instability. The goal is weighted with a steel plate to help make sure that even though it's unstable, the goal will return to rest with the stake vertically. There are 5 mobile goals in High Stakes, and like rings, they start at different places around the field depending on the style of match. Mobile goals retain the PVC pipe used as the stake using a 2-part collet clamp design. When the 2 parts of the base are screwed together, the PVC pipe is clamped tightly and retained inside the mobile goal. Mobile goals are assembled and disassembled with minimal hardware, just 3 screws and nuts retained to help clamp the pipe. Event partners who choose to disassemble their goals for transport should only need to remove those 3 screws in the base of the goal to separate their parts. Be sure to safely store the hardware for reassembly at your next event. Rings can also be scored on the 4 wall stakes attached around the perimeter of the field. There are 2 Alliance-specific stakes and 2 neutral stakes. If you're still using the old metal field perimeter, the hardware for these stakes is not included in the kit. More information on how to assemble the wall stakes to a metal field perimeter can be found in Appendix A of the game manual. On the top of every stake is a rubber cap. This cap is intended to help retain rings on stakes, especially the mobile goals as they move around the field. They also make descoring a ring slightly more challenging than scoring a ring. Alliance-colored wall stakes have colored caps, while all of the neutral stakes have yellow caps. These caps should help create a fun manipulation challenge, and we hope to see some innovative mechanisms to help robots score and descore effectively. High Stakes has 4 corner locations called modifiers. There are 2 types of modifiers, positive and negative. The positive corners will double the value of any scored object contained in that corner. The negative corner will set all values of scored objects to negative, effectively removing points from the board. These corner modifiers are created using white electrical tape. Pay close attention to Appendix A in the game manual to ensure this tape is placed correctly. A new addition to the field this year are these thin plastic sheets placed around the outside of the field walls, alongside with stickers placed on top of the field wall. These supplemental materials are used in conjunction with the Vex V5 portable competition field perimeter to help drive team members, audience members, referees, and anyone else easily identify the corner modifiers. The stickers are easily applied to the top of the field wall, and the plastic sheets slip into the channels that the opaque wall panels currently sit inside of when the field is assembled. The final game element we want to highlight is the ladder. The ladder is one of the largest field elements ever on a V5 RC field. It's freestanding in the middle of the field and mounted to 4 under-tile plates. Standing at about 4 feet tall, I think it's one of the most eye-catching parts of the field this year. It's constructed to easily support the weight of 4 robots as they climb up the rungs, while also maintaining a very simple construction method to help event partners disassemble, transport, and reassemble the field multiple times each year. The ladder is designed to be disassembled in 2 unique ways, enabling users to choose which way is going to work best for them if and when they need to move it. First, you can remove each colored level as its own subassembly. This will leave you with 3 square subassemblies that nest flatly on top of each other alongside 4 uprights. This requires the least amount of disassembly and reassembly work, but may still take up more space than users desire. Alternatively, you can leave the corner connectors on each upright and remove the 8 screws from each ladder rung. This allows the entire assembly to be broken down quite far, allowing for versatile transportation methods while making sure it's not a complete reassembly at the next competition. Thanks for watching our high-stakes field tour. For more information, check out the game manual or visit vexrobotics.com and subscribe to the Vex Robotics channel on YouTube for future updates. See you next time.
Angie up. Make the widest eyes you can. Show me your angry face.
I'll show me your baby face.
That's a baby
It gets comfortable
face.
to your